Okay, so helmet immersion. What is this video about? I think a few weeks ago I was at Ghost Hollow. This is obviously not Ghost Hollow, because this is the only place I could find on Microtech that's currently raining when I want to make the video. And I was at Ghost Hollow, wearing my helmet, and about to go in. And there was enemy eye. So I had my light machine gun, I was walking through the rain, and I noticed like the frost effect and the rain really got in my way of seeing things. I don't see that as a problem. I think it's a feature of the game. So I started like swiping my helmet, but during approaching the enemies, it constantly froze up again. And at some point I decided, okay, now I have to make a trade-off. I have to keep fighting with the frozen over lens, so I have to just remove the helmet. So I removed the helmet, and I fought without a helmet, risking my character actually freezing much sooner than he would with the helmet on. And it was such an amazing gameplay feature because the helmet was really that thing that annoys you, that gets in your way, but you need it to stay alive in a bad environment. So you're glad when you can take it off. And I'd like to make two suggestions in this video how to further enhance the plan features with helmets. Okay, let me show you. So first I'm going to show you two features the developers are going to add to the helmets. So the first one is here that helmets will get visible interiors, at least for putting on during the animation. So let's listen to what the developer is saying here.
Saw in the video, the insides of the helmets are looking fantastic. Now this is us getting them ready to animate with put on and take off. To the helmet.
Let me see the helmet from the interior. See, that's helmet interior. And the developers showed off helmet animations, I think, on citcon 2019. So I'm glad that this feature is coming. However, notice this helmet has a shape where you probably will never see the inside unless it's like the animation. So what I think they're going to do is you put the helmet on, you see it during the animation, but once it's on, it basically phases out and you just see nothing. So what I would like to add for helmets that will not have interior, I hope they will bring back the interiors for the Caldera helmets and all that. But for helmets where you cannot see the interior because it probably just will be a small area, would be hard to get right. They should at least have some type of visor effect on a helmet that you can see even when it's not raining. Because currently you only feel the helmet when it's raining. But you should feel the helmet all the time to a point where it annoys you so much that you want to take it off when you absolutely need it. Okay, now the next feature is, which they're adding, let's listen to that.
This realistic mode isn't limited to the flight experience, it's applied appropriately to the game as a whole. Here's an FPS battle in a depressurized area.
Okay, now let's combine those effects. So I have two ideas here. The first is to apply that audio effect to a lesser degree to wearing helmets even in pressurized areas. So if you're wearing a helmet, you should hear everything around you muffled to a certain degree. Not as muffled as over here, but it should block your audio, your hearing senses a bit, so you feel like it's annoying, so you want to take a helmet off if you can. And the second effect would be to something like this here. To add some type of, which is actually not projected here. Imagine an effect like that, but for example, you take the helmet that the player is wearing, then take the interior shape of the helmet model and project it so it's visible to the player, make it more transparent, and add some type of dirt lens effects. And something like that over here. So I'll show that for a bit. Firstly, the helmet is actually slightly has some inertia as it's moving with the camera, so you feel like it's a piece of glass. But additionally to that, the helmet piece should be taken from each helmet's interior shape. So it's like so these effects are projected, so that even the glass in the rain is projected onto the helmet shape itself. And for helmets that don't have like a helmet shape like that, like for example, what is it? Like this one or some of these stupid Halloween helmets, they should just get a default from another helmet. Then if you combine these two effects, you would have the helmet annoying you in just the right way to feel immersive. So you want to take it off. And I'd like to show you what the dirty lens effect looks like. Here's a preview picture of a video tutorial made by Vincent Singer. And this basically simulates dirt specks and dust on your helmet or on glass that gets reflected by light sources. This is an extremely powerful effect that makes glass look more real in video games. And I think the first game that used it prominently was Witcher 3. And if you combine all of that, then helmet glass will have a much more realistic presence in the game. And you would feel the presence of the helmet, not just when it's raining.